Alright, so here's my first real introduction on this truck. I bought it from a buddy. It had been sitting for at least 5 years. First 620 I've ever owned. Looks like it's been stolen 3 or 4 times, and my attempt is going to be to get this off. I've tried it in a couple different places. Personally, I don't care what's really underneath as long as I get the black off. I mean, you can see the primers coming through. This is all I've been using. Acetone spray bottle, cheap dollar store Brillo pads, and a rag to clean everything up after. You can see it's been hit with sandpaper, so getting this out is going to be next to impossible. I could wet sand it, but I really don't want to. So it's going to be a lot of work. I haven't attempted the blue spray paint. There's black, blue, and white. I'm thinking probably 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours, be conservative. Flare showed up yesterday. I just did a quick tape on right before I left, so I can kind of get a visual of what it's actually going to be. I'm going to go a little bit more low. I tried to base it off of what I was seeing online of what a good tire size was for these, and I was slightly wrong. So a little more low in the front, at least to kill the tire and flare gap, and I'm thinking probably another inch or so in front, another inch block in the rear, and go from there. So what's worked best so far that I've found is putting it in that spray bottle instead of just trying to pour it all over the car. Kind of get it on there. Of course, it's acetone, it will evaporate fairly quickly. Let it sit on for a minute. I'm going just one way, most I can, because I don't want to add any more scratch marks to it. I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter, but I'd rather not add to it. This is going to dry it back up once the acetone evaporates, but then you can take a rag and wipe a lot of it off. So you can tell someone started sanding on this thing. I'm assuming kids. Someone didn't like the yellow and decided, hey, you know what, I'm gonna do it blue. And they ran out of blue and couldn't find the blue, and they're, hey, I got some white. And they didn't have enough white, so they went out and bought the case of Walmart special black spray paint and blasted the whole thing. Personally, I would have left it, but everyone has their own opinions. So I'll come back once I kind of get the top of this thing done and show you what's going on. Alright, so this is about 15 minutes later. I kind of bounced around and was testing things out on other parts of the car. It's not bad. I mean, you can definitely tell a kid did this. I have a feeling it was like, you get dad's first car. Yay! I want spray paint. I'm gonna sand it. I'm gonna do all this stuff. No rational person's gonna use sandpaper like this. This screams kid. And then the multicolors, and I remember doing this when I was a kid. So that's what gives me this vibe. The side pipes, they say dad. The racing seats say kid. You know, this blue is some high quality paint. It's definitely way stronger than the black that's on it. And it is thick. And so I tried using acetone. I even bought this. This works pretty well for the really thick spots of the black that it won't take off. But it will not take this blue off. And It's only on this bedside and part of the tailgate. I'm gonna say it probably stops someplace in here. So my next option is going to be sanding it. I don't want to take all the yellow off that's underneath, so I might have to sit here and buzz it with the DA, and then wet sand it maybe, because I don't want just one blue bedside. Yeah, it's not going to be fun, but at least it's only on this one side of the car. But yeah, so there's the roof. Obviously I haven't hit end of there, but got it to this point on both sides. This seriously works. It's expensive though, so I'm only using it as I need to really pull where it was laid on super thick. So I'm gonna keep blasting at it. I'll keep posting updates as I get chunks of this thing done. Well, got a little bit more. Probably about an hour in this door, doing all around and the door jams and everything. Start on the fender. I'm running out of the green pads. They don't last very long, so I'm wondering if I should go get legitimate Scotch-Brite or if I should just spend $800 on dollar store ones. I don't really know. Once these things get gummed up, it doesn't really do the job anymore. So, but neighbors' kids are having fun. It's better. I said it's not going to be perfect. I don't expect it to be, but it won't look stolen. So this is as far as I got tonight. I had to go do a run around, and I ran out of these green pads. So I went and bought every single 3-pack that the dollar store had, and came back and got as much done before the light went out. And I have some stuff to do tonight, so I'm gonna continue on tomorrow. I did find out, you can see the difference between here, all the black I couldn't get out of the paint, to there. It's better. Steel wool, acetone and steel wool, and it made a huge difference. Worked on the hood too. The hood was the same way. Started messing with the rear bed side. That kind of worries me. It looks like he really sanded the shit out of it. But I started sanding over here. I have yellow, so it looks like another patch like he did on the fender and everything else. And it's weird. So, but I mean, you can see how crisp of a line all the way across. So that's where he couldn't hit the sander kept hitting right here. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm really going to tear into this thing. I'm thinking I'm going to probably save this for last. Although it bothers me as I'm working on the car, I keep thinking about this. If I have to, I can probably go have paint matched up and thrown in a can. And I've done Fotina paint jobs before, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure I could fake it enough to make it work. At least if I can get the right enough color, I can blend it in and I can weather it down. Weathering it and painting it is no worry. It's just the worry of matching the original color. There's troubles. Shop cat. Wow. Yeah, so just gotta deal with the blue on that side. I was just test fitting everything on the other side, so I haven't even switched these out. That's my plan for tomorrow too, get the wheels on. I'm basically just, like I said, gonna work my way this way, and then try to think of solutions for there. Yeah, that's about where I'm at right now. Better. This isn't going to be the final form of this thing. The yellow is only temporary. I have plans for something that I was going to use on my Roadster, and I'm kind of contemplating doing it on this instead. I think either way it'd look cool, but I have to do it bare metal, and it's almost easier. I could have probably went bare metal instead of taking all the black paint off and been faster. But I also wanted to see what was underneath of it and see if I could save it. So, more updates coming tomorrow, next day.